Students, today we are going to start revision work because your exam is going to be held in this month. So please be prepared and try to give your answer in your answer sheet with confidence. So now today we are going to revise and start first chapter. The name of first chapter is matter and its composition. So we have discussed what is matter. Anything that has mass and occupy space. Here I have written matter, anything that has mass and occupy space is called matter. Examples you can give by your own self: chair, book, pen, your copy, pencil, all these are matter. Even your body is also matter because your body has mass and occupy space. Air is also matter because it has mass. I can prove with the experiment. So we will do that experiment in the classroom. And the water. One thing in chemistry we will talk about in this matter. In the case of matter, we'll talk about non-living thing, not the living thing, non-living thing. Just like living thing is made up of cell. We know that cell is the functional and structural unit of our body. Like that, matter is made up of atom. Lots of atom combined to form matter. Like in our body, lots of cell combine to form tissue, and tissue combine to form organ, and organ combine to form organ system, and lots of organ system combine to form human body. Like that, in chemistry, atom combine to form elements, and lots of element, it may be same or different, combine to form molecule, and then after they will form compounds. So we will talk about that compound and element in next chapter. Here we will talk about matter and state of matter. One thing you have to keep in your mind: atom is the smallest part of any elements and substances. Now, matter is classified in two parts: pure and impure. Impure means it doesn't mean that it is undesirable. It is desirable also. Suppose you are having rice and pulses, cooked rice and cooked pulses, that is a mixture. But when you add a water in milk, that is mixture. But water will be undesirable because it is also known as, it is also called impure substance because water is mixed. So now matter is further classified in two parts: pure and impure, and further pure is classified into two segments: elements and compound. And elements further classified in three categories: metals, non-metals, and metalloids. So what is metal, what is non-metal, what is metalloids, we will discuss in next lecture, in next chapter. And compound also we will discuss. Actually we have discussed compounds, example of compounds. And now in the case of impure, the impure substance means you can say that it is mixture. You can say that it is a mixture. So mixture, mixing two and more substances. Or already we have discussed also what is a mixture. There are two kinds of mixture: homogeneous and heterogeneous. What is homogeneous, what is heterogeneous? I think you are much acquainted about that. So we have discussed what is matter, examples of matter, and classification of matter. It is a very easy part and it is very clear. Now here we will start next topic: state of matter. States of matter. States of matter. States of matter. Actually, there are 5 states: solid, liquid, gas, plasma, and Bose-Einstein state. But we need to know only 3 states, especially in your book: solid, liquid, and gas. Only just know other 2 states, Bose-Einstein and plasma state. But in your examination, it will be asked about only solid, liquid, and gas. So there are 3 states. I am going to write. First one is that solid. Second is that liquid, and third one is that gas. These are 3 states. Now, before we start the characteristic of this state, I want to make you understand intermolecular space and intermolecular force of attraction. So please see carefully, my dear students, what is space. Suppose 2 molecules are there. 2 molecules, especially we are denoted by in circular shape. We denoted it in circular shape. Suppose it is a 1 molecule, it is a 1 molecule. 2 molecules are there. It is a circular. We measure from its center. We measure it from center. The distance between them is that. That's the distance. Suppose here another 2 molecules are there. Distance are there. Which one has more space? Clearly it is visible. First one has more space compared to first one. So space between 2 molecules and space between molecules is called intermolecular space. And spaces between 2 molecules is called intermolecular space. So my student is very clear. Intermolecular space. Intermolecular space. The space between 2 molecules is called intermolecular space. So which one has more space? Suppose I am writing D1 and D2. So which one have more space? D1 has more space than D2. It is very clear. The intermolecular space, the space between 2 molecules. Suppose I will give you 2 magnets and you bring a magnet that much distance. Obviously, it will attract, and when you will keep that 2 magnet in that much space, it is not going to attract. Means space will increase, attraction will decrease, and space will decrease, attraction will increase. So attraction, there will be always the attraction between 2 molecules. So suppose here the 2 molecules are there, the attraction will be there. The attraction between 2 molecules is called intermolecular force of attraction. Space between 2 molecules is called intermolecular space, and attraction between 2 molecules is called intermolecular force of attraction. It is very easy part. What is space? What is attraction? Space between 2 molecules is called intermolecular space, and attraction between 2 molecules is called intermolecular force of attraction. So now, suppose I'll ask which one has more attraction. I think you can give very easily answer. Second one, because less space, more attractions. So please keep it in your mind. Space will be less, attraction will be high. So It is very clear, space and attraction. So please try to note down your copy. What is space? What is attraction? When it will increase or decrease? Space will increase, attraction will decrease, or attraction will increase, space will decrease, and both are inversely proportional. Inversely proportional. One will increase, another will decrease, another will increase. First one is decrease, will be decrease. So please be sure what is the intermolecular space and what is the intermolecular force of attraction. It is very clear. Suppose I am going to draw the picture. This is a container I have kept and the part of solid. So in the case of solid, you can see that all molecules, are closely packed. In the case of liquid, so that is a difference between solid, liquid and gas. It may be asked in an examination. What is the difference between solid, liquid and gas? The first one is, what is the difference? You can write that intermolecular space. You can see very clear first. First point is that intermolecular space. Solid has least. From the picture it is very clear. Least, because molecules are closely packed. Least intermolecular space. And in the case of liquid, it has more intermolecular space than solid, but less than gas. And in the case of gas, it has highest and more than solid and liquid intermolecular space. Means gas has highest intermolecular space. So suppose I'll ask, what will be the intermolecular force of attraction? Both are inversely proportional. Already I have said to you, inversely proportional. So intermolecular force of attraction. Suppose I ask intermolecular force of attraction. Less space, more attraction. It has less space, more space than solid. Less space than gas means it has less attraction than solid and more than gas, and it has less intermolecular force of attraction. So it is a very clear differences between solid, liquid and gas in the case of intermolecular space and intermolecular force of attraction. And these two phenomena, these two characteristics is a very important for all other characteristics like compressibility, which one can be compressed more. So it is very clear. Solid, in the case of solid, molecules are closely packed, so molecule cannot be compressed. The solid is incompressible, but liquid has few space and it has more space than solid. It is not more compressible. In the case of liquid, we will not write it a more compressible. No, it is a slightly, very less compressible. But in the case of gas, it has more space, so it can be compressed more. That's why when we compress, molecule come closer like that to the solid, then gas will be converted into liquid, and then again on further compression it can be changed into solid form. And I think you have not seen dry ice. So when school will reopen, I'll show you what is dry ice. So gas can be compressed more. Solid is incompressible, liquid is a slightly compressible, it is a more compressible. It has fixed shape, solid has fixed shape and fixed volume, because this is a solid, it has fixed shape and fixed volume. Liquid has fixed shape, not fixed volume, but not fixed shape. It can take the shape of glass, it can take the shape of bucket. So you can say that liquid has fixed volume but not fixed shape. And gas, it does not have neither fixed shape and not fixed volume. 100 ml gas can be compressed in a small container, and 100 ml gas can occupy volume of whole your room. So it can be changed according to volume of the container. So it does not have fixed shape or fixed volume. Solid is rigid and they are not rigid. Another one is that density. What is the meaning of density? Density means density the mass per volume. Mass. Suppose I will break down. So density is directly proportional to mass. If mass will increase, density will increase, and density is inversely proportional to volume. Volume will inversely proportional. Volume increase, density decrease. So there is no need to know these things because you are in 7th class. So see only volume, density is equal to mass per volume. Here I have taken the same volume, but mass will differ. Why? Here you can see the more molecules are there, means more mass. Here less molecule compared to the solid, and it has least number of molecules. Means solid has more density, liquid has less density than solid, more than gas, but it has a least density. These 5 and 4 differences, keep it in your mind and try to write in your copy. First one is that intermolecular space, intermolecular force of attraction, compressibility, density, volume, shape. That's it. So today we have done what is matter, classification of matter, and states of matter and characteristics of matter. You have to write. You can write 5 and 6 characteristic of these 3 state of matter. That is enough. So my dear students, try to write down in your copy. Thank you.